This is the new Poco F7 from Xiaomi. Today I've got the new Poco F7 from Xiaomi. It has a 6.83 inch display at 1.5K resolution, 50 megapixel main camera that shoots in 4K 60 FPS. It's got a Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 with 12 gigabytes of RAM, and its highlight, in my opinion, is the 6500 milliamp hour battery with 90 watt charging. That is the biggest battery Poco phones have ever had, or Xiaomi in general have ever had, I'm pretty sure. And there's only a few phones on the market with a phone of that capacity battery at the moment. Now, first of all, we're going to have a look at what you get in the box. So you get the typical Xiaomi grey case. You get a cable. No charger, unfortunately, on the UK version, although I imagine India will get a charger in the box. You get this weird sticky thing you put on the back, which I've never actually used. You get some manuals, energy saving thing, not sure what that is, but you get that. And that is it. No charger, unfortunately, is a little bit disappointing. Because you have to buy a 90 watt charger separately, which is kind of expensive. But the phone's cheap, right? The phone is cheap. Who cares? So, first of all, we'll have a look at the software. So it's slightly different to regular HyperOS 2. My camera's out of focus. There we go. It's slightly different. It's like its own Poco skin. So you have rounded icons. No one talks about this for some reason. I don't know why, but nobody mentions this. Poco does have its own skin. It has round icons. It has better RAM management and things. It kills background processes better because it is a gaming phone, really. It is made for gaming. Although, even though this is a gaming phone, you do have a pretty decent camera setup here, which I will show you later on in the video. So as for the build of this phone, it is a 6.83 inch display, which is pretty big. It weighs about 215 grams, so it feels slightly heavier than the average phone, in my opinion. It uses Gorilla Glass 7i for the display, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's good. It doesn't scratch easily and it doesn't crack or shatter easily. It's like the latest Gorilla Glass. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I keep saying grass. As you can probably tell here, it is an aluminium frame. Really trying hard not to mess up the pronunciation of that then. So yeah, it's a aluminium frame. On the white one, it is silver. So it really does stand out. I specifically got this one because I did like the silver aluminium frame on this one. Just have a glass back, which they don't state what it is, but I imagine it is Gorilla Glass 5. It doesn't support micro SD card, unfortunately. It's slightly too expensive for it to have micro SD card. You'd have to get a slightly cheaper Poco phone for it to have micro SD card support, unfortunately. But it is dual SIM, like I'm pretty sure all their phones are, and it is IP68 dust tight and water resistant, so you can submerge this in 1.5 meters of water for half an hour and it will be completely fine. So, you know, if you drop it in a river, you got plenty of time to go rescue it. You can get, good underwater shots and stuff like that if you want to. So, obviously, the display is AMOLED. It's 2025. It's obviously AMOLED. It is, of course, 120 Hz. It would be concerning if it wasn't. It features 3840 Hz PWM dimming, Dolby Vision, and HDR HDR10 Plus. I apologize for my speech impediment today, guys. So it's a very, very premium display. It does get up to 700 nits typical brightness, although in high brightness mode it does reach upwards of 1700 nits, and with HDR content it has 3200 nits peak. So when you're just using this indoors and things, you can expect around 700 to 800 nits brightness. This does have the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 paired with 12 gigs of RAM and either 256 gigabytes or 512 gigabytes of storage. So launching apps is very, very fast. So as you can see, the game does launch. I think it's my internet, it won't connect to the server. But yeah, it does, it launches things very, very fast. So I can open all of this very fast. As you can see, it's very, very, very smooth. Yeah, it is a very, very quick phone. You can most definitely play, Genshin Impact, Asphalt Legends, and that sort of stuff on this phone, as it is very quick. You can see up there, we've got the 12 gigabytes of RAM. It does also have the RAM boost thing, so it gives you a bit of virtual RAM using your storage. That is obviously going to take some of the storage from the phone and use it as virtual memory to give you a bit of extra headroom in gaming and stuff like that. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show the 50 megapixel main camera. Here we go, perfect. We got some berries here. So I will take a picture of this. As you can see, it is a pretty detailed shot. So that's the main camera. Now it does have digital 2x zoom, so we can test that out as well. Let's find something. Here I am about to take a picture of this leaf using the digital 2x zoom. There's actually a fly on the leaf as well. That was a cool shot. So yeah, it is decent, but it is digital, so you do lose a little bit of quality. And now I'm going to take a picture using the ultra wide camera. I accidentally took two, but there we go. That is what the image looks like. It's pretty good in my opinion. That was my review of the Poco F7. Let me know in the comments what you think of this phone, if you like it, if you're going to buy it, whatever. A few things that shocked me about this phone is that, first of all, the cameras are actually pretty good, considering this is a gaming focused phone. It's not, it doesn't market the cameras really at all. So yeah, I was surprised that the cameras are actually pretty good. Another thing that shocked me is that, from my experience, their budget devices, Xiaomi's budget devices like Redmi for example, it's a more cut down version of HyperOS. So like if you use the control center, it will have a grey background with no blur effect. Whereas on this Poco phone, it does use the blur effect all across the system, which is really nice. I don't know if that's on all Poco phones or just this one, but it is nice to see that you get the full premium software experience. So I'll leave a link down below for Amazon and Xiaomi if you want to buy this phone. They're not affiliate links. It's just, so you can easily find this phone. So yeah, let me know what you think of this phone and if you plan on buying it. Thanks for watching.